Do you want to join me for a doll unboxing? Now, I am so excited about doing this doll unboxing. It is now January the 17th and I've had this doll since the end of December. She was the release in December, the end of December 2024, and her name is Jade Garden. She is basically a collaboration with BLYTHE, who the Good Smile company, and with KEITA Maruyama, let me say that again, KEITA Maruyama for BLYTHE. So it's a collaboration with a clothing company in Japan. However, you may notice I am dressed in something Chinese because I think she has got a very Chinese influence, and I'm going to explain why. So I've seen lots of people dressing this girl up in kimonos, in Japanese kimonos, which I might do that as well, but I think she's Chinese inspired, and I'm going to tell you all about this doll and why I think she's Chinese inspired. Now, oh my goodness, I have not been too disappointed about leaving her in the box, because look at this box. It's just, oh, it is to die for, isn't it? It's so beautiful. And yeah, and I can't, look, his little panda, the panda bag. Yeah, I just can't wait to get opening. So I'm going to tell you about her anyway. So I paid a bit more for her than I do normally with the releases. I've never had an anniversary girl, and you pay more for those. I normally have just standard release dolls. I have had a collaboration doll. Actually, my first BLYTHE doll, Fighting Milk Sarangi, was a collaboration with a clothing brand. And again, this is a collaboration, but she costs more. But I didn't get her from the Junie Moon website, as I do with most of my BLYTHE dolls. Now, what happened is you had to go in a lottery on the Junie Moon shop, so not everybody had the opportunity to buy her. Now, I didn't know how this lottery is dealt. Is it if you're a good customer? If it's for good custom, I think I would have been in with a chance to buy her. But if it was just random, maybe not, I don't know. So, or maybe if it's how long you've been buying from them, where I only started buying them from them in 2023, and we're January 2025, so I'm not a long-term customer, so maybe it was the length of time you've been shopping with them. So yeah, I didn't know, so I didn't want to take the risk. So I went to a place in China, which I have bought an old doll from before, called CC Toys, and they are allowed to sell BLYTHE dolls as well. So that is where I chose to go to get her, and I got her really quickly actually, because I know when I go to CC Toys, all the fees and everything is all included, so I don't have any charges when they arrive in the country when I go there. So anyway, let me tell you all about her, that the stuff that you see on the Junie Moon web shop. Her face type is Radiance Evolution. Now that is the modern face mould for all the releases at the moment. That's all that's ever been since I've been collecting that face mould. Her face colour is cream. I'm getting this off the Genuine website. If you see me looking over here, her makeup, right, her eyeshadow. So her eyeshadow is cocoa brown and rose pink. Her blusher is pink. Now she's got all special colours. So this might be one of the reasons for the price and things. And she does have lots of things, so I didn't mind. I was just so excited about her. So her eye colours, I'll put photos up on the screen for you to see. So her right facing, a jade green. Her front facing, a light beige. She has peach pink left facing and light blue front facing. Her eyelids are actually coloured, and they are, it says cocoa brown moulding colour. So I don't know what that means by moulding colour, but that's what it says. She has special eyelashes. So they're long towards the outer centre of the eyes, and they're black in colour. And she's got dark brown hair with a purple tinge. That's what it says. She has hook type droplet earrings. She has a peach pink manicure. And it says the set includes doll, dress, pants, top, belt, hair accessories, set of 2, bag, earrings, shorts, shoes, and waiststand. So sometimes the stands, they go in different places. Sometimes they go around the thighs if they've got a big gown, because they go underneath the gown. So I have got different stands now because I've been collecting a little while. So she's absolutely beautiful, isn't she? Now, the reason I think, what I think is the person who has been involved in designing her has some influence from China. I think they're either from, or they have visited maybe Beijing and Shanghai, just because of so many things that it suggests to me. Like the colour of a box, jade green. Now the jade stone is very important in China. Their symbol of heaven is jade on a disc, shaped of a disc. That's their symbol of heaven. They had their longest standing emperor, longest living emperor, used to collect jade, like stones. He used to be a collector of it. No wonder he lived a long, happy life. Well, I don't know if it was happy, but he lived a long life because he was very happy being a collector, I guess. I've heard collectors live longer. I don't know how true that is. So, well, basically, this is green. And that jade green, and she's called Jade Garden. Now there's a Jade Garden hotel in China, you know, that's in Beijing, I believe. They've got a Jade Garden restaurant. They've got a jade factory in Shanghai, I believe. So where you can learn all about this emperor and the stone, and you can look at fake jade. And so it's so important, the jade side of things. Now, there's a Jade Garden down my road, virtually, Chinese takeaway. So there's Jade Gardens all over the world. But I think they're inspired by China, basically. Now this girl, she has a panda bag, and so I believe giant pandas live in the wild only in China, as far as I know. So she's got the panda bag. I don't know if you can see it at that angle. And see this dress? Now, you probably associate this style dress with Chinese, don't you? Well, this is a Chinese style dress as well. I'll show you some photos. And this is a Chinese dress that's got this flutter type sleeve as well. What else can I tell you? Oh, these flowers, because they're called chrysanthemums. I'll put the name up on here. That's what these flowers are. And this is a Chinese flower that they use in paintings and things. And even the birds, when you look up Chinese birds that they use in art, that's this. So this just screams China to me. The person who designed this, even though it's a Japanese clothing line, I think they're heavily influenced by China with this style. And even her outfit, she's got Chinese knots on them as well. So yes, that's all my research that I found out. That's not to do with the doll. Oh, actually, I've translated the back of this. It didn't make much sense, actually. I wonder if I can read about her on the Junie Moon blog. I'll just find out that information for you. Okay, on the website, on the blog, on the Junie Moon blog, this is what it says. The touch of KEITA Maruyama blossoms within Blythe. She charms us with her alluring sweet confidence as KEITA Maruyama unveils her like a newly discovered gem. Her beauty blossoms lovingly before our eyes. Let me have a look at my translation. I can't find it. Right, I translated this for you today. I've done it before, but I did it again, and I can't find it on the iPad. It's on my phone, but I'm filming on my phone, so I've got a really dodgy stand here, and I don't really want to mess with it. So what I'll do is I'll find it, and I'll tell you later in this video when I've had to move the camera anyway, because I'll have to move to get her out the box and things. So, is there anything else I want to say? So I've been trying to do some things in preparation for her, and so I couldn't resist buying this mug. I got this from WH Smith's. They're an external company that sells within WH Smith's. It's a shop in the UK, in my town. My town's Solihull, which is in the middle of England. So, and I've got oolong tea in here. My oolong tea is actually Japanese, but I know they drink oolong tea in China. I'm going to have a little sip, actually. I need to sieve the leaves out of it. I didn't use my thing to keep the leaves separate. Right, so, and I've also bought a little Savanian family. And here it is. I'm going to get this out because it's got a little panda in it. And it's so sweet. It's got little shoes and things. And it's got a little panda, giant panda umbrella. So I'm going to get that out in this video, because that's a little gift for her, because she obviously likes pandas. And I've been making something Chinese for her. And so I probably will make her a kimono, a Japanese kimono, but I've been making her a Chinese dress. Now, unfortunately, I haven't got it finished yet. I will finish it before maybe I get this video to you, but here is my work in progress. So I'm using Chinese brocade fabric, and this is what so this is the two back pieces, and this is the front. So this is how it's looking so far. Hope it will look a lot nicer on. But the reason I was held up is because I was waiting for this trim. I've had to get this trim from Temu, and it's come from overseas. I don't know where it's from. Maybe it's come from China. So this is going to be like going around the collar and going across the dress and like round the bottom, but it's only arrived today. So yeah, I wasn't able to get it done before now, but yes, I'll get that done. Now it's a pattern by Stitch with Lily, who is on YouTube, and I think what I might have done by mistake is when I marked the darts, I think I used the sewing line as a cut line, and because sometimes I cut my darts, you see, I cut the bit out the middle, so I should have remembered to do a tiny seam allowance, and because I left it for a while I forgot, so it might be a bit more busty than a Blythe doll, so I might have to put a bit of padding in there for her if it ends up. It might fit on the A-Zone, the Pure Nemo bodies better because they're a bit more busty, aren't they? So anyway, this is how she's looking in the box. I almost feel like I want to get her out, but I don't want to at the same time, because I keep my boxes anyway, and I'm going to display them when I'm in this room, when this room has been done out and I'm back in it and things. But yes, I'll be keeping it. It's just, it is absolutely gorgeous. So, shall we start unboxing her? I think so. I don't think there's anything else I need to do this side of the camera. But if there's anything I missed, this video isn't over, so I can come back to you. So anyway, let's get to the other side and start opening her. And then we'll get her dressed up in the things I made for her, well, the dress I've made, maybe some other things, and I'm going to take you out with this doll in this video, and I'm going to do some photography, so I'm going to take you along in that journey in this video, so I'd be glad for you to join me. I'll see you in the next bit. I'm going to sieve the leaves out of my oolong tea, and then we're going to get opening. Oh, I can hardly wait. Tea sieved. Okay, I've decided to do a voiceover for this part of the video because I can hear my youngest son gaming. This was happening when I was unboxing Lavendula Babe, and I had a right old job editing, so instead I've decided to just mute the video and I'll do a voiceover. So I'm just using a little blade here just to slice the sellotape open. That's what it's called, I nearly forgot. And yeah, I'm trying to open the box without ripping it. I kind of sort of bent it gently in the middle so I wouldn't rip the sides. Now this is the bit that goes on the stand. You pop it out and you put it on the plastic stand, but I haven't done that in this video, not so far anyway. So I'll slide her out, and I think at this point my husband came back, so I think I stopped the video at this point and then I carried on later on. So I'm tipping the box around to show you all the things in there, how they look when I opened it. So you see her hair clips, a little shoulder top, etc. Now this is me recording a little bit later and I got cut off short. You can see her bag, her trousers, her shoes, her stand. So we're just having one last look over the box before I start removing everything. Well, I decided to do a high-speed video of me getting everything out of the box. I'm using my little slicer to slice along the back at all these points just to make it easier to get everything out. So I'll just continue with that. So as you can see, I'm just getting each thing out bit by bit, and I always leave the doll till last. Right, we're nearly ready to get her out. So let's undo this. Now her tie string is a little bit different in the box to normal. Normally there's a little bit of thread, but it's tucked in here this time, so that's a bit different. And I think the reason for that too is she's got a special pull cord here. So maybe I need to loosen off this before pulling her out of here. Right. So her eyes aren't going to change when we pull her out. So we'll loosen this. Have I loosened these? Maybe not. I think she's going to come out this time. Dobby is free. So that's the artwork inside her box. Let's move her away. Slide this off. Oh, she's so beautiful. Look at those gorgeous jade green eyes. Oh, wow. Slide this off. Fringe is a bit flat. Might need a bit of brushing. This is the first BLYTHE doll I've had that's had a special charm at the end of her pull string. Normally they've had a ring on there, and it has Blythe on one side and then the designer of this doll on the other. Remove the plastic here. Wow, it's a really pretty dress, isn't it? I love this flutter sleeve and the Chinese knots. It's got this lovely bit here, so you can see her skin underneath. Only if you separate it. Very nice. I'm going to just remove it. Oh wow! I thought that those were her knickers, but they're not. She's got them on. I decided to fast forward me removing those bits of plastic. I've put her knickers on and her one shoulder top on just to hide her modesty. And then I think I decided to put the trousers on her, if I remember rightly. I keep messing with the fringe. I think it just needs a bit of brushing. So here are the lovely trousers. And look at that lovely bow with those long tassels on the front. They're so pretty. They're fairly easy to get on. Obviously they've got very rubbery legs, so things can stick to them a little bit. And then I think at this point I couldn't find one of her shoes and I had to go looking for it. So I found the other shoe and I pop it on, and then I look at them and I think they don't look quite right. They look like they're on the wrong feet. So sometimes it doesn't matter. And then you can very obviously see they're on the wrong feet, and they have got a right and left symbol on them, an R and an L, so you know which is which. So I sort that out. And then there's a little slit on the side of the trousers. Now this is the belt. Now it's really lovely. It's velvet. It's got these lovely diamantes on it, and it's got a bow. Now I wasn't quite sure how it went on to start with, but I later realised that the bow goes at the back, and it's got like a little bra strap hook on it for hooking round. Now unfortunately my bow has been sewn together wonky, so one of the sides doesn't sit right. However, when it is on the doll and sitting round the back, it doesn't look too bad. But that's what I'm messing with here. I'm trying to figure out what is going on with this, and I realise, yeah, it's been sewn together twisted, which is quite unfortunate. I remove the belt, and then I decide to try her little hair slides in her hair, just to see what they look like. I think they're just so beautiful. It really reminds me of the Japanese culture, actually, when they have their decorated hair with their kimonos. I'm not really that familiar with Chinese, what they do with their hair other than the bun and the chopsticks. Now there I was showing you the droplet earrings. Now I have heard about people reinforcing these Blythe earrings, but I don't know how you reinforce them. I don't know if you paint them with a bit of clear nail varnish or something, but I can understand why, because they are very delicate. I remember feeling like I bent one of my Blythe earrings a little bit before. So if anybody knows how you reinforce these earrings, please let me know, because I would love to know. Now let's have a look at this gorgeous panda handbag. I think many humans would love a bag like this, wouldn't they? And we're having a look at the stand. Now this is so elegant, and I love the gold metal. It's just so stunning. So now I've decided to remove the plastic from her hair. I still haven't removed the plastic from Heavenly Strawberry's hair because I thought it would go into the suit that I made for her, the animal suit. It would get in there a little bit better with the plastic still on, and she's still in it. Now, combing the doll's hair in front of the camera like this is rather difficult, so I took her off camera. I sort of pinned her between my legs and then I carried on brushing. Her hair is really, really lovely actually out of the box. I don't feel like I need to do a hair spa or anything to her. So I just stared at my doll for a little bit and then I tied her hair back and I thought I'd do her eye changing. So look at those lovely lids and lashes. Those are her front beige. Those are her right facing. I think they called those pinky orange, did they? Front facing blue. And left facing green. I absolutely love hearing that click with the change of eye colour. Now she's in a stand and I'm putting some of her items next to her that she came with. Now I'd really like her to hold her bag, and I'm going to do a little bit of photography of her holding her bag like this. I think she looks so pretty with these flowers in her hair. So there's only one thing that's missing. That's one of her items is a belt. So I'll pop that next to her. So now shall we open the Sylvanian family? So I'm going to unbox this. So how cute is this? Can you see the little puddle for them to stand in? It is just so adorable. So one pair of shoes is purple and the other is pink. So I checked the box to see which they're wearing on the box. So the panda was wearing the purple and the mouse was wearing the pink. So I'm just popping those on. But these are just too cute for words, aren't they? And that they come, I'm just so delighted they come with little umbrellas as well to match. And they can actually hold them. They're just so sweet. we have some natural light. This is Saturday afternoon, and yeah, they look lovely. They're so funny. Do you know, I looked at the photos that I took of them yesterday, and when they've both got the front facing beige eyes, it looks like my mum on the right with the dark hair, and me when I was younger, when I had a fringe on the left. And I sent a photo to my mum to say, look, it looks like you and I. She thought it was lovely. Right, I'm gonna go and continue sewing the dress now, and I'll come back to you when I've done that. Okay, here is the little dress I made for her. Now, there are a few bit of flyaway hairs I can notice, but I've took a photograph of her and they're not really that noticeable. They look quite nice in the photo. So I've used her hair bows, and I've done like a little bit of a messy twist up and some twists at the front. And I give her a panda bag and her stock shoes. Have I put them the wrong way round again? Probably. And there's her little panda. So the next thing is we're going to take her out. Now I don't know if I'll take her out in this or take her out in her stock clothes. I may let her hair down or do something else, but the next time you see her, she's going to be out and about. We are back home now, and I want to thank you so much for watching my video of my beautiful Jade Garden doll. I hope you've liked coming out with us, seeing her stock and seeing what I made for her, and I hope you have a fabulous Lunar New Year. Bye!